Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast number 3.
I always make you do the
Hip,
intros.
hip, hooray. A very, really strange setup we have this time, considering I'm over at Mike's house
Hi.
instead of at my own house because I thought my own audio quality sucked ass, so I wanted better audio quality. If I could speak properly, that'd also help, wouldn't it? Instead of stumbling every time I say audio. But anyway, let's go over the weeks here. It's me, Forrest. There's my boy Mike.
While we tried to do the podcast.
And then there's that punk Robbie who's trying to critique me right now. What you want to say, Robbie?
I said, maybe if you weren't sucking ass all the time whenever we tried to do the project, or the podcast.
Wow, can't even say podcast right, so why don't you just shut out?
Ouch, no, we need him.
Fine. We'll keep you around, I guess.
He's special.
Alright, let's start with our weeks. Who wants to start off?
Oh, I'll do mine, because you know mine's so entertaining.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I did nothing.
Nothing? Like at all?
I mean, I worked.
Just 2 weeks, dude. You didn't do anything?
I worked, and I worked, and I slept.
Okay.
I mean, the ball dropped. That's
Yeah, new year, new you. Maybe you'll have something to bring to the podcast next weekend because it's a new you. Now
No.
then, Robbie, what was your week like?
I worked. I unlocked Little Mac on Smash.
I know you're
I
excited
learned how to
about
play
that.
the guitar.
There you go. Did you
I
learn
can
any
play
songs
four.
yet?
I can play 4 full songs.
Holy that's 4 more songs than I've ever learned before in my life, so that's
Yeah.
good. And that's
How was
your
your
week
week?
then?
Yep.
Alright. So my week, I played a lot of Smash. I played the Spirit Board mode because I wanted to actually record the story mode. So I did the Spirit Board mode, which is just fighting spirits and doing challenge mode. It actually kind of reminded me a lot of, I don't know if you guys played Super Smash Bros. Melee, the one on the GameCube,
Yes.
or not, but they had, you know how that game had the, that challenge mode where it had just a bunch of like wacky challenges that you had to do.
Like breaking targets.
Well, no, Break the Targets was like its own little mini game. Like the one on Melee had like fight Giga Bowser with like barely any, like you already have a high percentage or something like goofy crap like that.
Giga Bowser wasn't in Melee.
Yes, he was. He was a final boss in Melee, Sir Mike.
No, that would be Brawl. Giga Bowser was
No,
No, Giga Bowser
Giga
was
Bowser
the
was in
Smash and
GameCube.
Brawl.
He's in
Okay,
GameCube.
here we go. First argument of the day.
Let's do it. Go ahead.
Move over to Google. Which
Look it up.
Smash Brothers game did Giga Bowser show up in first?
Brawl.
I'm waiting.
Oh, Mike, you're wrong. He was a hidden final boss in Super
No,
Smash
he was a
Bros.
final
Melee.
boss in Melee.
He was a hidden boss in Melee?
He was a hidden final
Yep.
boss in Melee.
The trophy fell down and like darkness corrupted him and he came up as Giga Bowser. Yep. I know my shits, Mike.
It
Don't
was in
be on my
adventure
case.
mode.
Yep. That was the only good mode in Melee. Well, actually, it was basic, but I liked it. It was basically the prototype for Brawl's adventure mode.
Smash
You just kind of
Balls.
went on a side, like it was a platforming side style, and there was only a
Yeah.
couple levels like that. Then it was like mixed in classic mode aspects of it, where you just have battles. It was cool. I liked it. It had a little bit of variety. Melee needed variety, so.
All
I feel like
future
I-
arguments for from now on have to be Googled by me because you
All
are
right.
the only two that are going to be arguing.
Sure. Basically, I played the Spirit Board mode, and I liked it a lot. I think it's kind of dumb that there are some spirit challenges that you literally just need a spirit to even really play. Like, there's challenges where there's, like, high winds, and then if you don't have the spirit that negates high winds, you're at a huge disadvantage. Or there's, like, a mode where there's a spirit battle that can have fog, where literally the whole screen just goes white, and you can't see jack diddly shit. And unless you have the spirit that can negate that, you're going to have a hard time beating a lot of those battles. And they aren't even like legendary battles either. They're just battles are like 3-star, 4-star battles. So it's all right. I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's goofy. It's definitely a good one-player option for Smash. So you don't always have to be fighting somebody else. You can do that.
No one ever Smash!
Yes, Joe, Smash. So yeah, it's neat. I liked it. I started reading a manga series, The Rising of the Shield Hero. I finished where it was up to date, the manga anyway, not the light novel. So I read that. It's basically like every other get transported to another world type anime and or manga, but I don't know, it kind of goes against the grain with some of the tropes, and I enjoyed it for the most part. So
Isekai.
yeah, isekai. So I enjoyed it for the most part. It was all right, and that's pretty much all I did with my week. So I don't know what else you want to talk about.
Your weeks are always better than ours.
Well, no, I just go into more detail over my weeks. I can talk about things for hours, whether or not they're interesting or not. I can talk about them. For instance, me and Mike had an argument, and Robbie, you can get into this too.
Like, why?
We had an argument over what the best kind of magic was, whether it was shooting a fireball or shooting some kind of water magic, and I said fire is better. So,
what do you mean, me why? Me why what?
Is it manipulating water or just shooting it?
just shooting it.
No, I said water bolt. I never said anything about it.
Just shooting a basic
hot
water bolt.
It could be cold water. It could be pressurized water. It could be non-pressurized water.
Well, you can go into the same effect with fire and get lightning.
True. But I'm saying fire, not really actually. I'm saying like fire. You can, with a fire, there are survival applications that are better with fire.
Except if you don't have water, you're gonna die.
Yeah, but is your water, you kept going on the pretense that the water that you're shooting out with your magic is safe to drink. And I feel like in this hypothetical scenario, if you're shooting water out and it's made of magic, I don't know if it's safe perfectly to drink and stuff. Not to mention, something's got to be giving you got to be using something to use this magic, so you can't just recycle it.
That's the first thing I
don't think that's gonna work.
So the way that I feel the water magic would work is it would pull the water out of your body. So
Yeah, or something like that.
No, you can't pull water out of your body and use it as a water bolt.
Like
Have you ever eaten salt?
Where are you gonna pull fire out of your body at, Robbie?
It's your energy, it's your spirit, it's your chi, you're shooting your energy out, which then you can get back because you can heat up a campfire and cook fish and cook food and make water safe to drink, or you can light a torch when it's dark out, or
Mike also said you can shoot out any temperature of water. So boiling water you can shoot straight from your hands.
Plus, who's gonna shoot a nasty water you can't drink out of your own body if you're using magic?
well, if you're using it as an offensive tool, why would you bother to make pure clean water?
Because you always shoot pure.
Wouldn't you
clean
want to give
water?
them an infection? Could shoot water and then make wounds, and then it's dirty water, so they get infected.
Oh, so now I just shoot acid.
I'm just saying. Well, if you're shooting scalding hot water, isn't it basically acid at the end of the day?
Just shoot some freaking.
You're burning off their flesh.
Just shoot some urine out of your hand, Robbie.
That's not how boiling water works, Forrest. It doesn't boil off it doesn't like melt off the flesh.
You're right. It just shoots a hole through you.
It cooks it.
So, still, fire already cooks people. So,
I
animals
kind of
have a
agree.
natural fear of fire.
So here's my only pretense, or my only condition. If you can shoot the water any way you want and it's clean and edible water, so like you can shoot it pressurized, you can shoot it boiling, you can shoot it cold, frozen, then you start getting into ice because all ice is frozen water, so you can do snow, you can do anything like that, whereas fire, yeah, you can pressurize it, but really it's just fire. So I kind of like the water idea better.
Huh.
He just sold it a little more.
Well, it's not like water then at that point. It's something different.
It is still water. Fire can't be changed.
Yes,
from
it
its
can.
property.
What
It's
if you
just
shoot
fire.
gas out of your hands?
You don't shoot gas. You're shooting fire.
What's
You can't-
carbon dioxide and shit make fire?
No, they just explode. That has
Shoot
nothing
explosions
to do with
out of your
fire, though.
hands.
That has nothing to do with fire.
Condensed explosions. You can
Calm down
punch
there,
explosions.
Kachin.
Though. Kachan? Kachan.
Yeah.
Catchin. Calm down, Catchin.
Ash Ketchum.
I'm just saying fire is like the coolest thing. What if you can imbue things with fire?
What do you
Would
mean?
you want to imbue something with water so it's slippy? I don't think so. A flaming sword would look cool as
So like
shit.
hold a sword and put your magic into it.
Yeah, I
to
put
make it
my
a burning
fire
sword.
on it, and then
Okay,
it's a
but
fire
then,
sword.
But then you swing your flaming sword at me, your super cool flaming sword, and I
Yeah.
just hit you with water in the face.
You shoot your water, it cools down the sword still cuts you.
I mean, if
Then
it's
what?
pressurized water, that's at a decent enough pressure, it'll slice you as well.
I can heat
You can
up
also-
doorknobs.
You can also cut yourself on ice, so I feel like if you added ice to the sword, then you can make it sharper and kind of infinite durability.
Not really.
I would never have to. I would never have to walk.
What if
Forrest.
I made a
I
sword
could put
so
ice
hot?
on my own feet and just skate.
I can make a sword so hot that it could disintegrate everything it
I
touches.
could make a sword so it would burn you.
I can condense it
The
because
sword-
you can
the
condense your
sword
water.
would
I can
melt.
condense the fire around.
The sword would melt,
Sword would melt.
and it would burn you. It would be so hot next to you that it would
I'm a
burn
fire
you.
wizard. That's like saying that a water wizard could get too cold by using ice.
That's probably a thing, yeah.
Boo!
Frostbite from throwing out
No
a blizzard.
fun. Could shoot blasts that are hotter than the sun. I could shoot a nuke out of my hand.
Shoot a
Forrest,
blast.
I'd rather have a water dragon than a fireball jutsu.
What about a fire dragon?
That would
No.
not.
This dragon made out of fucking fire.
But eventually, it needs more fuel.
Really? We're gonna go in Naruto terms of this? The fire jutsu in Naruto is useless.
Exactly.
Except whenever a main character uses it, then it's not useless anymore. But still. Water jutsu don't do shit either, actually. None of the elemental stuff does anything.
Yes, it does. Do you remember Haku?
Yeah, and he got beaten.
Yeah, because Naruto has overpowered
Exactly! My point being the elemental stuff never does anything. When did an elemental power win any battle?
Talk no jutsu wins more fights.
Talking
It does.
It wins fights.
When has an elemental power won a fight?
Rasengan chakra.
That's not water or anything, that's just
wind.
chakra.
It's wind. He's got his fucking
Yeah,
Rasen
it's used,
shuriken.
it's not. It's used by main character.
So you just
I
said,
just said-
it never won any fights.
I said it's never won any
What
fights
about-
unless it's used by main character.
about Firebolt.
What about
Yes.
whenever the Tsuchikage used his particle style, which all particle
Does that really
style-
count as elements though? That counts as
Yes,
like a
it does.
hacks. That's a Kekkei
No.
Genkai. That is a
Nope.
Kekkei Genkai, boy.
What is a Kekkei Genkai?
Multiple elements making a unique ability that
so
only a
it's
certain
multiple
character
elements.
can use.
Okay, so it's elemental.
No, I'm talking about water, fire, earth, lightning.
Technically, it is those because it's 3 of them.
I don't count that. That's like saying that the freaking.
Well, then how is this supposed to? How? No, you can't do that. You're changing the restrictions because I found a way to win.
wait. Is it the 4th Hokage who has the ability to use all the elements?
No, he just
The
teleports.
third. The third has the
one?
ability.
Okay.
Yeah. Which he didn't win his battle by doing that either. He won by using a Reaper Seal, which isn't an element.
No, that I will agree on is not an element, but the particle style is 3 elements.
Did he win a battle with it?
Yeah.
What went?
Against the old Tsuchikage.
What battle did he win?
Against the old Tsuchikage. What, like,
I don't think he no because the old Tsuchikage made a clone of himself during the war, and he didn't actually die from anything that he did.
he still won the battle. You just said battle. You didn't say an entire fight.
A fight is a battle.
No.
The character did not lose. He escaped.
He ran
you want
away
to count
because he
Gaara's
lost.
though? The only thing I can think of is Gaara's thing, but that's a main character. But still, I don't know if I could even count the sand.
Technically,
'Cause
you
it's-
could say any of the
I guess the
non-main
sand counts.
characters that competed in the tuning exams technically won a fight. Most
Oh,
of them
yeah.
used some sort of. Yeah.
We don't see them though.
Yes, you do. You watch at least a few of them.
Who won using an element? Shikamaru used a shadow. Naruto farted in someone's face.
Gaara's sister did. Straight up.
Gaara's. Oh shit!
Straight up.
Shit! You actually. That is the only example I can think of. She won using wind, and she's not a main character, and it's just an element.
Get
Are there
fucked.
any? Are there any other times?
admit
It's
defeat?
just that character then.
you
That's
admit
just that character. Tamari also
No.
won another
Chris,
battle
you
using
lost
wind.
the argument. You can't come back and say, "Oh no, it's just that one."
So
You
two
have- you
times,
said-
two times still
said-
isn't good. That's
You
not
said-
good.
You said nobody did it.
Nobody
You
did.
can't change your argument now. You already lost.
I lost the argument. I'm not angry about it. I'm saying it's only 2 times then.
Welcome back
No.
to.
The lost
You're not
argument.
angry about it?
Welcome back
No.
to.
That's not fair.
I'm actually surprised. That's not fair. You're supposed to be mad.
Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the podcast titled "Let's Fight."
I'm ready for that. Let's argue about some more shit.
Oh God.
You guys started this with your arguments and me googling.
I like
just wanna
arguing
point out.
shit. It's fun.
I won. I won.
How about let's argue that Trigun's a really bad anime?
It's not.
Trigun is not
At
that great.
all.
It's pretty boring.
It's not good.
It's
pretty
a good
boring.
anime. Fuck you.
No.
It's pretty boring.
It's a wonderful anime.
Maybe at
No.
the time when it first
Wow,
came out.
It's good. It's now wonderful. It just keeps getting better.
Yeah, it's incredible.
At the time when it first came out.
It's a sci-fi / Western anime in the same vein as Cowboy Bebop.
So what you're
I wouldn't
saying
say that.
is that the entire popularity of Trigun is just riding off of the Cowboy Bebop hype train.
You want to check and see which came out first now?
Oh, got it.
Google
I'm
it,
on
boy.
Trigun release date: April 1st, 1998. Cowboy Bebop release date: April 3rd, 1998.
Would you look
they
at
aired
that?
during the same season.
Literally
Wow.
2 days after Trigun came out, Cowboy Bebop
Bitch,
came
you
out.
wrong!
They aired in the same season.
Bebop copied Dragon!
No, it just means they came out in the same season.
It did, so technically neither of them were copying each other.
So they rode out on this same hype train.
So
Yeah,
that's
but I wouldn't even say that Cowboy Bebop.
So
is a
basically-
Western. It's more
wait,
of
wait,
like a Hitman
what's
thing.
more it's
Does-
more of a Western in the way that it handles Spike's
Does
character.
this mean that we could argue that at that time
that was what was
that
cool?
was what was popular?
I actually liked that era. I wish that would come back then.
When did Space Dandy come out?
Oh, that's a very new one.
That's a newer one.
The reason why everyone likes it is it's in the same vein as those kind. It's like a space
yeah,
mercenary
2014.
thriller, fun kind of adventure thing. Because there's not a lot of space anime, is there? When you think about it,
What?
Yeah,
No, I
everybody
mean
kinda
space,
fell off
like-
of it.
like that kind of like bounty hunter in space, like Guardians of the Galaxy, almost like kind of anime, where like they're flying around in space doing
I mean,
shit.
there is a lot of space animes if you watch Max, but Robbie doesn't watch Max.
Let me just say that with Cowboy Bebop, you can get a flaming corgi on World of Warcraft. I have one, and it's named Ein.
Okay,
Just wanted to throw that out there.
that's all right. That's cool. But so far, you guys didn't even really watch the whole anime through and stuff. You guys kept saying you got bored with it and everything. You didn't really give it a chance in the first place.
I have a 3-episode method for it. If I don't like something in the first 3 episodes, I lose interest instantly.
Well, if it got an updated anime that had better animation or something and the pacing was a little better, you guys would probably enjoy it.
You know, if you want to
I read the manga, though, too.
A lot of people in the Akatsuki actually won fights using.
Joke.
Did they?
Yeah.
Datara made bombs.
I mean, technically, it's elemental.
Out of clay, which is
Kasame?
technically the Earth.
Kasame, you could say. Kasame, you could say technically won using water. But did he?
Yeah.
Well, actually, a lot of those were off screen and we didn't see them either. Kasame won against.
Kakashi always won using elements.
Yeah, Kakashi
No,
always
he used
won.
dogs in a giant lightning fist thing.
Okay, so you just said lightning was an element.
He's also
so
a
is
main
lightning
character.
fist isn't an element now?
Lightning Blade.
He's also a main character.
The Akatsuki can all be argued as main characters as well.
I
then.
wouldn't call them main characters.
Where do you draw the line for
They're
it?
listed arc, Mike. They're not.
They matter completely to the
They're
story.
literally only like
Itachi, you could say matters completely to the story because he's the whole point for
So you're
Sasuke.
telling me the entire stealing of the Jinchuriki doesn't make any difference to
Itachi?
the story?
They're in the
Every
background doing
single
things
one
in
of
every
them
arc.
is important.
Eh.
Pain.
Do
Pain
you
uses
remember?
gravity.
Do you remember the puppet Akatsuki's name?
Satori?
Satori?
Or Sasori,
Wrong
yeah.
one.
It's Sasori.
Ah, yeah, there you go. Took you a couple times, didn't it? What
I was
about
one letter off?
what about the Plant Man?
Oh, fuck.
What about those random 3 people from the Cloud Village?
Yeah, what about them?
The 3 sound ninjas?
What?
No, the Cloud
He just said the
Village.
Cloud Village, you dolt.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. The Sound Village.
Oh, and they
Yeah,
get in
what
the
about
clouds.
What about the Sound Village?
The
They
Sound
won
Village
losing.
was a
Yeah,
made-up
technically
country.
They did win.
You're a made-up country.
No, like Orochimaru literally made them up in order to get into the tuning
I
exams.
do Naruto trivia.
So
I
I'm
know.
glad that I won this fight.
Joe has won every fight.
I would like to point out that I love talking about Naruto. I know so much about it.
Naruto's
Dude, me
fun to
too.
talk about.
Mike says as he continues to lay on the floor.
Alright, who do you think would win in a Naruto fight? Let's think of a Naruto fight right now. Let's think it up and do it terribly wrong.
Shikamaru.
Versus who?
Zabimaru almost came out of my mouth, but that's Bleach. What's his name?
Zabimaru?
Who's the
The
dude
sword?
that's Kotaku? I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
Zabuza?
Zabuza,
Meanwhile,
that's it.
Bleach is totally showing
Shikamaru
up
versus Zabuza.
Yeah.
Shikamaru wins.
Why?
Which Shikamaru?
Literally the Shadow Possession Jutsu is overpowered by the end of the series.
Well, what if he gets a water club?
But what about young Shikamaru versus Zabuza?
Well, Zabuza's a fucking Jonin, so yeah, he would defeat Shikamaru.
But Sasuke and Naruto beat him.
Zabuza is technically at Kage level. Technically. By a technicality.
Yeah, me too.
But it... But, no, Shikamaru has the whole Shadow Net thing, not to mention his intelligence, his IQ over 200 and all that crap. By the end of the series, he has like a Shadow Net that literally expands around him, so I feel like even if Zabuza did the hidden mist jutsu and stuff,
That would
he
just
couldn't
make
see
more
him.
shadows.
He could just make a...
What about-
Well, yeah, there you go.
What about Tenten versus Sakura? The two
Tenten
Sakura would
useless
wreck
people.
Tenten.
No, 10-10 would win.
No,
I
Sakura
think
would
10-10
wreck
would
Tenten.
win.
Are you
would
talking about
win.
end of the series?
Dude, have you fought with Kid 10-10 on any of the Naruto games?
That's not... No, she's overpowered in the games.
10-10's
No,
overpowered to begin
that's
with.
not
She's got
Sakura-
weapons at her disposal.
Sakura is extremely powerful by the end of the series. Tenten would get her ass kicked.
What are you
Still
talking
trash.
about?
Sakura is useless.
Still trash.
She has the big old seal on her head like Tsunade that lets her
go before that.
Wolverine
Let's
style
go whenever
heal.
they're adults, but before she becomes a Sanin.
Still trash.
So, what are you talking about? War Arc?
Okay, hang on,
War
wait.
Arc,
Let's
Sakura
talk.
is still
Let's
strong
talk for
enough
a
to kill
second. If
10-10.
Sakura
No,
is so
before
good
War Arc.
at healing, right? If Sakura is so good at healing and all that shit, how come Naruto had to heal everybody in that last fight?
How come she had to restart Naruto's heart?
That's all she did, but then Naruto healed everybody else. She was like, I can't fix this.
So you're
And he
trying
just
to-
walks over and puts a hand on him and he's like, yeah, you're
Because
fixed, bud.
because he had Jesus powers.
You're fixed, bud.
He literally had a magical sun seal on his hand and had Jesus powers to stop
You're
people from the
fixed,
eighth
bud.
gates from coming, like, dying even.
You're fixed, bud.
He
Which do you
touched
guys think is stronger, Byakugan or Sharingan?
Sharingan? Are you fucking kidding me?
Why?
Because Sharingan has the abilities that
because
Byakugan
Denji
has.
died, obviously.
Well, Sharingan basically has every single ability that the Byakugan has, only it has super unique ultra powers that it can get from super unique ultra transformations.
Fucking Genjutsu.
And in
Kill
fact,
your
it
best
can,
friend.
and
the
also
Mangekyo.
it can transform into the Rinnegan.
Well, there's like a very slim chance of that. You have to. Isn't there something you have to do before you can get?
You
like,
basically have to
your-
put some Hashirama in your body.
Yeah.
You need some of them Senju cells in your body. You need a face on your titty.
That's what I want.
You need a
I
big
want
old
Hashirama
Hokage face
Senju's
on your
face
titty
on my
going,
titty.
that's some good stuff right there.
The fuck?
Give me them running gowns. But
So
still,
what is this podcast? Is there anything else we wanted to talk about?
I don't know. We just started going off on a
Do you have
tangent.
your list?
No, I don't have my fucking list.
I forgot his list.
Forrest, well, you didn't want to do it last night because you didn't have your list.
Just literally, just go on Google and it should have recommended stories for you. And
What?
You're a weeb.
Oh, he's talking about news.
Yeah. I usually use those sites anyway. Who knows if they're even credible? I wanted to start going more in depth and making sure that the news sites are actually telling me the truth. Fake news. Hashtag fake news. Trump was right.
Oh, Forrest, no, don't push a political agenda.
Oh, we can
It's a
talk
meme.
about the government shutting down.
Oh,
that's been happening for a while
As long as I get my tax return, I don't care.
As long as I get my tax
Exactly,
return. As long as I get my tax return, I don't give a shit.
It's my money and I want it now.
Well, it's been down for 2 weeks, and like, who has really been affected other than workers in the government?
Well, that's still mean though.
People trying
Well,
to visit.
That moment when you realize you don't really need the government.
People trying to visit state parks and shit. That's who's been offended.
I
Why are the
guess.
state parks shut down?
They're locked down. Yeah, you're not allowed in them.
Yeah, you can't go to Yellowstone or anywhere else.
That sucks. Oh well.
Well, it's wow, Robbie.
I've never had an interest to go to Yellowstone.
Well, I'm just saying that's the, if people came from other states or something, they had plans.
Yeah, like they had a
and,
vacation planned for like a year ahead,
You
and
know,
now they
and then,
go there.
and
they
then
can't
something
go in.
happened. They're screwed. You
Okay.
know.
I can see but like on a lively level, like other than one small insignificant inconvenience, have your lives changed?
No, but everyone who works in government are like
That's
they're
the
not
thing.
getting
Is
paid.
the only people that are affected by it are the people that work in the government.
That's still
So-
bad though. You know.
Not really. They can quit the government and find other jobs. What I'm trying to say is we don't need the government.
Oh no,
Um,
that's a push. That's a push.
It's been shut down. Listen. It's been shut down for 2 weeks. Nobody's lives have been affected other than the people that work in the government.
That's because
So
it's
what are
only
they
it's
doing?
only been shut down long enough that it's only affecting the first
We need the
wave.
infrastructure of the
Does
government
anybody else
still.
not like the fact that everybody's flipping out because the government shut down this time, but Obama shut it down for like
Yeah, did
three,
it?
for like 3 weeks?
Oh, God.
To push Obamacare,
Oh,
and
no.
nobody
Oh, God.
shared it all.
Oh no! Don't push the political agenda.
Uh,
Change the topic. Change the topic. Change the topic. Change the
Brought
topic.
this topic up.
So anyway, look, knock knock, who's there? There's some kid jokes. Let's tell some kid jokes on
No,
the podcast.
no kid jokes. Don't push that agenda either.
Knock knock.
No.
Go home.
Go. Oh.
Who's
Oh.
there? Guitar. Guitar who? Guitar if you don't have a house. Fuck.
Where did little Timmy go when the bombs fell?
Okay,
No.
now we're getting
Outside.
into Mimi shit. I don't like this.
Everywhere.
To heaven, quick.
All right, here's an actual article. I'm looking up articles on the fly because we can't. This is bad. So Nintendo may move away from home console development.
Home console.
Nobody
Like, what are they
cares.
gonna do? Like arcade machines then?
No, Robbie, they're gonna make shit like the 3DS.
They're remaking Pac-Man, really?
Oh, they're gonna look more towards mobile.
More towards
consoles.
portable and mobile games, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, the
Is it-
Switch.
Which
is
they've been
Mario,
saying that for a
run!
while. That's what the Switch basically is. It's like their prototype to go into portable / home console at the same time. Kind of. I mean,
I think the Switch is a great idea because you can plug it in, play on the TV, and you can pick it up and take it anywhere.
there's not a lot of power in portable things unless it's like a laptop. And even then,
Well, no, I
laptops
think-
are not as strong as desktops, I think.
So
I think
something
this thing
really
has
depressing,
a
the
great
fact
amount
that,
of
you know,
power.
the new Diablo's gonna get released on only mobile platform.
We
I'm
talked
not
about
talking
this,
over
yeah.
you. Joe's talking over you, Robbie, not me.
Yeah, I know.
We talked about
my
Diablo
only-
Immortal before. Sorry, Robbie. Go ahead.
You're good. My only issue with it is the controllers. They're cheap. They are flimsy. Like
Yeah, they
picking
suck.
up the console, just the console, like picking it out of here right now. Like the controllers don't sit well with the console. They're like flimsy.
Out of the docket, you mean?
Yeah, out of the piece that hooks into the TV. If you pick up the Switch and the little monitor it comes with, the controllers aren't stuck in there securely. They're not. They feel like they're gonna break
I
it.
feel like they're stuck in there securely. I just don't feel like they're. I
Big
feel like they're
enough
tiny.
not fucking be
controllers.
used.
They're made for tiny children hands, and they're meant to play baby games. They're not actually meant for games that you actually want to play on hours on
No.
Oh, yeah,
end.
what was the cardboard that came out for kids?
Labo.
The Labo. The thing was so stupid.
Yeah.
You
You
wanna-
can fish. Okay, I can
You
hold
kids
the
want to pay
controller.
like $60 for a piece of cardboard? I already do it when I play trading card games, so I guess it's not any better than
You,
that.
Robbie,
Oof.
you made Forrest say the words that now trigger me every time I hear them.
What, Labo?
Baby game.
It is a baby game.
Oh my god.
Why? What's a
shut up.
baby game?
It's just Pokemon.
Oh yeah, well,
Pokemon's-
it is really,
it's a game for
really watered
babbies.
down.
It's watered down as hell, but I actually made the NPCs mad at me when we last played.
How?
These are spoilers, but I think it was Misty told me that she wanted to take me somewhere, and I told her no, and she said,
can't-
that's a very rude way to turn someone down.
Yeah, the Babby game was getting mad that you didn't want the Babby option.
And then our rival told me, would you like me to show you where we're supposed to go next? And I'm like, no, I can go there myself.
And he's like, are you sure?
Are you sure? And I'm like, leave me alone.
And then he's just like, I'm gonna mark it on your
He's
map.
like, I'll still tell you where it is anyway. And I'm just like, leave me alone.
It's oh my god. So they're taking the whole RPG aspect out of it and making it a linear game.
Yeah.
It's because they want to make it like the damn mobile
Well, they don't want
game.
people to
I
get
just
lost. Like, you know how after you beat the spoilers for people that haven't played Pokemon, oh no. If you haven't, after you beat Lieutenant Sarge in the 3rd gym, you have to go get Flash and then go through the cave up by Cerulean City
I mean,
again.
You don't need Flash, but it helps. But yeah,
Yeah, but you have to get to Lavender Town.
right.
Yeah. Well, they literally, a lot of people used to get stuck at that point because they didn't know you had to go to Lavender Town. They thought they had to just find a way to get tea and get through the gates. Because people forget about the tree that you can cut up by fucking Cerulean City that leads to the fucking rock tunnel that goes to Lavender Town.
But that's their fault.
That is their fault, but like, people forget about that
But you're a
shit.
Babby. You need your handheld.
So they want the new kids to have it easier for them because most of the other Pokemon games at this point are all linear.
Back in my day, Pokemon used to get lost. You didn't get starters for free. You had to get a starter at the beginning of the game, and you had to buy 3 more games if you wanted another starter. You wanted a Bulbasaur, you had to buy the green. If you wanted a
Yeah, if you wanted all the starters, you had to buy 2 copies of the game.
Yeah.
And then you had to trade.
you had to trade
you had to
them,
level it up
so you had to buy the
5
trade cord.
every time, and then you had to buy the trade
If you wanted a
cord.
fucking Alakazam, or if you want a fucking Golem, you
Or
better
a
have some
Macam.
friends, fucker.
Yeah, you gotta trade and trade back, and you gotta find a friend that's trustworthy, so they're not.
Yeah,
gonna
if they
fucking-
don't keep your fucking Pokemon on the playground, you gotta beat the shit out of them. Bitch, I want my Golem back.
I had someone trade me a Pokemon game one time for a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
What the fuck?
It was Pokemon Yellow, then my older brother stole it, and I think he sold it.
Yeah, cool story.
Now we're talking about shit that used to happen.
That's the kind
when
of
we were at
playground
school.
shit that would happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
I managed to turn my entire Bakugan fucking set that was worth like $20 into like something now that's worth like $100 or more.
Because no one
Whoa.
liked it and it died.
I managed to get a bunch of the crystal ones though. The crystal ones.
Isn't
are, like, super
Bakugan dead?
fucking rare.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's dead.
Is it
Yeah,
dead?
Bakugan died like a year after it came out.
Yeah.
Oh god. Poor Bakugan.
But that's why we
Actually,
have
I'm
them.
gonna-
We have them so that people
I'm
look at
curious
us
now.
and go, "What are
How
they?"
long did Bakugan last?
I think it was like 2 years.
Probably about as long as Metabots did.
Metabots.
They're like 2 years.
Oh shit! No, they're relaunching.
What?
They relaunched them.
Oh.
That means all my old Bakugans are worth shit.
So it was announced on November 30th, 2017, to occur in the first quarter of 2019. So soon here we'll be seeing Bakugan Battle Planet.
Damn.
Oh shit, now I'm excited. Let's do
Why
some
is
I
Bakugan.
never understood how
Actually
Bakugan
go
works.
with this.
Like you have to.
Bakugan?
Who the hell knows,
You know what the
dude?
Yeah,
fuck
you had to
Bakugan
roll
is?
the ball onto the card,
The
but I
little
didn't
tiny
understand how
balls
to
that
attack
you roll
or
on the
summon.
cards that are magnetic that then fucking pop open to like.
Right, but how does the attacking work?
You
You
pop
gotta
your
get them on the
ball.
same card.
Bakugan pop your balls.
So basically what you did, Robbie, is you set down a bunch of your cards and a bunch of the opponent's cards on a field, and then you rolled the balls at each other, and they stood up on the cards, and if they stood up on the same card, they fought. And then you
That's
flipped the
so-
card over and determined
I
like
rolled my
what the card
balls
was.
at your balls.
Stupid.
Interesting. Interestingly stupid.
Now Beyblade, that was the shit.
That was the shit. If you didn't lose an eye, you weren't doing it right.
If you didn't break each
Back in
other's
the old
Beyblades-
the old Beyblade wars I had in my basement.
Dude, I used to have so many of them things.
Yeah.
You got the most heaviest, most like pure metal one, and you just rip that shit
And
then
everyone had
ricochet
a
out and
right
hit somebody in the
spinning one.
head.
Everyone had one that spun to the right. I had one that spun to the left and would shoot everybody off.
Yep, and then would fly up and hit one of you in the face, and then your mom
hell
would see,
yeah.
and she'd be like, "And then we're playing with the Beyblades."
We broke drywall with those babies.
Fucking Beyblades.
They were nasty.
They're fun though.
They were fun, but they were nasty. That's some
And you could
heavy
buy
shit.
the arenas with like mud and other terrains in it.
Yeah, it was
Fucking
hilarious. That was good shit.
What you?
Who? This?
Yeah.
That's me. That's me moving my feet.
I thought
Jesus.
somebody was knocking on the door there.
So did I. Forrest just spooked the shit out of us.
I can hear that through the mic, so I can only imagine what's coming through OBS.
No, like I'm laying on the floor and I had my head down on the freaking floor, so
So
I
you
heard
felt
it just
the
echoing
vibrations.
through my ear. I was just like, "What the fuck?"
Feel the vibration.
You got to feel the vibration. Come on, come on. Feel it, feel it.
I don't feel anything.
Feel the vibrations.
Stop this.
Wasn't that Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch?
Goddamn right it is.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey, this is an off topic, but I got really interested in the SCP universe.
Super creepy pastas.
No, the secure, contain, and prevent. The
Or
SCP
super creepy pastas.
Foundation. I mean, that I guess. But I actually got interested in the lore, and I was actually watching lore videos on the SCP Foundation. I found them interesting.
Yeah, there's a whole game about it.
Yeah, they remade it, by the way.
Wow.
Well, at least they were attempting to remake that said game. But I guess the engine wasn't working properly, and you would start it up, and it would just basically die right after you started it up, if it lasted.
Dude, you're talking to an avid fucking creepypasta browser. I loved the whole premise of Slender Man. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, sure, but he's dead now.
He loved it so much that he has a costume of it.
Yeah.
I do have a costume.
Well, it's a dead meme now, though. It's done.
I'm
I don't
going to
even
get a
care.
drink.
Like, I can still scare children with that shit.
Well, yes, Robbie. If you dress up in a scary costume in the dead of night and go booga 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 out of a bush, you could scare a child.
What are you talking
Well,
about? Scaring children.
I have a story
Oh, no.
Oh,
about
God.
one night in college.
Okay.
One night at band
So-
camp?
No. So I got my roommate and a couple of my friends to come over, and we watched the Marble Hornets series. And they have never seen anything on Slenderman yet, so they were scared shitless, whereas I've seen this series 20 times. So my buddy goes back and he's like, I'm probably not going to sleep tonight, so if you want a game, I'll be on. And I'm like, I'm cool, dude. And then I looked at my roommate and I was like, I have a fucking great idea. So I put the suit on and went and stood. He lived on the first floor, so I hopped down into his patio, because there were like walls around it, and I stood in the window and watched him play games for like an hour, and then he stood up to go to the kitchen to grab a drink, came back out, and I was just standing there, and he goes, ooh, and he like sprints into his bedroom. I fucking booked it out of there. I sprinted back to my apartment because I left my phone, and he texts me as soon as I opened the door, and I quickly respond like I never left. It was perfect. I don't even know to this day that he knows it was me.
You're a terrible friend. That's
That
all
is
that
a
means.
beautiful
man.
friend.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I was so excited.
That's so mean.
No, that is fantastic.
He's like, I grabbed a knife and I'm afraid to leave my room.
Oh my god. I just saw things. You just saw things. It's nothing.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god. That's wonderful.
And then we did, I scared everybody in college. It was great.
That's really close, though,
For what?
for me.
Oh, the mic?
I mean, it'll be fine. I
Robbie will
guess.
tell you if you're too loud.
I'll be more normal tone.
Well, that's like, on our first video on the Nerdy Game Heroes channel, Forrest ate the mic and just like, he's like, oh, everybody!
Yes.
Hey, speaking of Slender Man, that's the game that we were playing on that one.
Yeah, that was fun. That was our first video, and back then we had a capture card that didn't record the audio at the same time. You had to sync it properly.
Hell yeah.
And somehow, Robbie perfectly synced the audio with the video. Like, perfectly. And I didn't even have to try. And then with our subsequent videos, we had issues actually trying to sync it properly to the video, and I don't know why. That was weird. You remember that there, Rob?
Yeah, I remember.
That was strange. Like, yeah, but you remember it being, like, it was synced perfectly to that video.
And then, like, we had so much troubles syncing, like, all the other videos.
Yeah, I don't understand. We got it right the first time, and then we fucked it up as we went along. Oh, well. Those were fun times.
Back when everything was simpler.
Yes, a simpler time.
Robbie, what do you think about the whole theory that the best time we've had recently in recent years is 2016, the summer of 2016?
What happened?
The theory of the summer of 2016 being the last good time we had in modern history.
In modern history?
Yeah.
You mean the economy and everything was
peaceful
good?
and everything, yeah.
Like, what happened in the summer of 2016?
Pokemon Go came out.
Oh, you mean
okay.
everyone was
So,
happy?
Everyone was happy.
There wasn't news about
There
wars?
wasn't news about wars. Money wasn't fucking, like, super hard to come by.
What the fuck you mean it wasn't hard to come?
I can agree with that because Pokemon Go, not saying that it made it the best summer of 2016 or the best summer ever, but like it brought a lot of people together whenever it first came out because you could see people walking down the street and then they'd all start sprinting and you just shout, "What's over there?" And they're like, "Dragonite!" And you just fucking take off and start sprinting after them.
People
trying
were
to
talking
catch
to
them.
each other instead of staying inside their houses.
Exactly. It made everybody
All the
more social. It
introverts
brought
came
people
outside.
Except
together.
for me, motherfucker. I stayed in my house still.
No, we got you to play Pokemon Go that one night.
Yeah, it was miserable.
Because you had to exercise.
Yeah, God. It's terrible. And I couldn't get my damn phone to work because my phone was old and shitty. So.
But yeah, do you agree with the theory that the summer of 2016 was
I don't
like
really
the
agree
last...
with the theory. I'm sure we'll have another one that's good.
Well, until today, that was the last one.
That was the last one.
Yeah. Sure, we'll have another
'Cause
summer that's not good.
A lot of people like to make posts where they're like, why can't we just go back to the summer of 2016?
I mean, you know, oh shit, I forget what I was gonna say now. Damn it. Brain,
You always forget
Fart.
what you're gonna say.
what was I gonna say?
Summer 2016?
No. Ah, damn it. It's gone now.
Chuck Testa?
I think I was gonna say something about the summer and everything. As long as we don't have a summer where there's flooding and you can't even go outside, it'll be better than what we've had.
Wait, yeah, have we had good weather the past few years? That's the real
No,
question.
we haven't. We had a summer that rained every single day.
Almost.
It's
So I'll have
really-
you know, today was 41 degrees in January.
Yeah, it's always like this. And then February, it'll have
Yeah,
snowstorm,
February and March
snowstorm,
is when we get-
snowstorm, snowstorm.
I remember a time whenever it snowed in November.
Yeah,
It still does.
and then it stopped snowing in May.
We had no snow the entire month of December.
And here's the thing: what will end up happening is we'll have crappy weather
All summer.
until like I'm gonna say around June. It'll not rain for like once, and it'll look like it's gonna get better, and then it'll just freaking pour
all summer long.
all summer long again, like
yeah,
it did
'cause
last year.
we're not getting our water in winter anymore. We're getting all our freaking rain and shit
It's
in
just-
summer.
We're just raining like nuts. It's
Raining
the
like
wettest
nuts.
year in recorded history for PA. Already.
Raining like nuts.
Yes, raining like nuts. With a side of meatballs. Yeah, like that movie.
Spaghetti with a chance of meatballs?
Yeah.
I don't think it rains nuts.
It's food, it could rain nuts. That movie was about rain in the food.
Rain in the foods.
That's my kind of rain.
It was rain in the foods.
There's
Robbie.
literally a plot point in that movie where a kid ate so much he went into a food coma.
Ooh.
'Cause that's what would happen.
Food coma.
Eat yourself to death. Alright, Robbie, you got nothing else to talk about? Mr. I'm looking at on Reddit. Ooh.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
there's not a lot of news on Reddit, just a bunch of memes. But Mike mentioned theories, and I wanted to bring up the last podcast, but I couldn't. I didn't
All right.
remember to.
I'll bring it up.
So what do you guys think about the Nelson Mandela effect?
I think it is a...
Wait. First you need to explain it.
Do
So-
we? Alright.
So, the Berenstein Bears, how do you spell that?
Okay, that's not explaining it. That's an example
No.
of it.
You gotta answer the question and it explains
I
itself.
always thought
So,
it was spelt like Stein.
Bernstein Bears.
Stein, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's never been spelled like that.
Yeah, I
despite
know. It's
having all of
spelled different.
our generation that grew up with those books remembering it being
Or
spelled
like whenever
EIN.
Star Wars, you thought it was Luke, I am your father.
Right.
And it's
right,
not.
that's-
It's no.
yeah.
I am your
Yeah.
father.
Right. So the Nelson Mandela effect is essentially like people
Yeah, I
remembering
know, right?
something.
Mike's mind just got blown right now by it. He looked at me like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Wait, no.
There's
that
no
is-
Luke. There's no Luke. It's just no. I am your father. That's it. Luke is not there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And everybody remembers Nelson Mandela dying whenever he went to prison, but he didn't die for
didn't
like a
die.
couple years after that.
Yeah, apparently he was still alive. It's about recalling something that you feel like 100% is true, but it's,
Well, it's not about you recalling something. It's about a large group of people recalling.
Well,
the
that's
same
what
thing.
gives it credence, is that a bunch of people remember this being the case. I'm sure there are a lot of other examples. Why don't you look up examples,
Okay, hang on.
and then we can talk over some of the examples. Some people thought that Curious George had a tail. I remember
I
him never
really
having a
liked
tail.
Curious George.
Curious George, the old children's book?
I know what Curious George is, but I was never into it.
Curious George was a chimp, though. He didn't have a tail.
Billy Graham's funeral on TV. So this one just happened recently, prior to his death on the 21st of February, 2018. Everybody had a question about the dates on when the Challenger shuttle exploded. Everyone either said it was 1984, 85, or 86, but that's kind of understandable because after so many years go by, it's all a blur, so you don't remember, and that's a pretty close range of dates.
Right.
What color does chartreuse represent?
Does what?
Chartreuse.
I don't know. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's a color. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah. So the Curious George tail or no tail is here. Do you guys remember the show Taps?
Nope.
Taps? Yeah, wasn't Taps like ghost hunting?
Yeah. So the show was never called Taps. It's called Ghost Hunters.
Yeah, but Taps was the group that did it.
Right. But everybody thought that the show was called Tap.
Huh.
Okay. Do you guys remember Jiffy peanut butter?
Jif, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Jiffy.
Jiffy never existed. Jif has always been the peanut butter, but people remember it being called Jiffy.
It never was called Jiffy even once.
Nope, not even once.
Damn.
Do you guys, in Forrest Gump, was it life is like a box of chocolates, or is it life was like a box of chocolates?
Life is like a box of chocolate.
It's like a bunch.
The answer is life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh shit. How do you spell Mother Teresa?
Mother Teresa?
Yeah.
Mother, and then Teresa.
Okay, so everybody
No, it's Theresa.
No. Forrest was right.
It's Teresa.
Yeah, but before it was canonized in the 1990s, they always said her name was spelled like Theresa. So this is just like a couple things with the
You're not from my reality. Get out of here. I can't be friends with you.
We're not from the
You're in
same
a
timeline.
You're from a different timeline.
Mike's just sending memes.
Is that one that you would appreciate?
Oh my god. Well, what about the
A lot of them are death. There's a lot of people that
What about
died
Looney
that
Tunes?
people- What do you mean?
Was it Tunes, Toons, or was it Tunes like the music, Tunes?
Oh no. Tunes is in like cartoons.
Nope, it's Tunes like the music.
God damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yep, here it is. It just popped up. I see it.
Oh my god.
Looney Tunes, dude. That's strange, you know. There's the whole mirror, mirror on the wall
Yep,
thing,
that's the next one I was just about
which
to
is
say.
it always scares me that one is not right at all from what I remember.
Is it mirror, mirror on the wall or magic mirror on the wall?
Apparently, it is magic mirror on the wall,
Yep.
and
Everybody thought it was mirror,
everyone
mirror on
says
the wall.
mirror, mirror on the wall. It's not. It's magic mirror on the wall. Even like media and other things I read or watch says mirror, mirror.
on the wall.
On the wall.
Yeah.
But it is not that. So, and I feel like that is also a thing as to why the Mandela effect exists in the first place. Like, I can think back to Tommy Boy or any other, like, movie that quotes Star Wars. They always say, Luke, I am your father. So maybe it's not that we're misremembering, but it's been reinforced
Through
in media that is wrong, that makes us think that these things are the case. For instance, media could have pronounced the Berenstain Bears Berenstein a bunch of times, and then people were like, yeah, you're right, it is Berenstein. I heard it a lot of times in media.
So you're saying it's the popular media effect?
Yes, it's the popular media effect that we're believing what they were saying.
What about this one? What about Skechers? How do you spell Skechers, like the shoe brand?
S-K-E-T.
S-K? Yeah. Is it not S-K?
T-H-E-R?
Yeah.
The other thing I think...
There's no T.
There's
There's
what?
never been a T. It's S-K-E-C-H-E-R.
Oh, it's Skechers. It's not Skechers. It's Skechers.
Why do I always think there's a T in there?
I can't spell shit.
Spell shit, Joe.
I was like, I can't spell shit.
Spell shit, Joe.
Yeah, the Mandela effect is definitely interesting. I think it's just a reinforced, like, thing from the media, and that spelling errors that people constantly used, and then we just kept using them, and people assumed that that's the correct spelling or the correct...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give me that chance, boy.
I feel like that's what it actually is. Which is why I think it's like that. Hold on, I was looking up something else. I like it though. I think it's an interesting, like, psychological phenomenon that's pretty cool.
I love getting into, like, psychological theories, not necessarily, like, conspiracy theories, but just psychological theories. And space theories. I fucking love space theories.
Space.
Like, you guys know what the rubber band effect is?
Space is the final frontier, mother.
The rubber band.
Do you want to give the rubber band effect?
No. What's rubber band effect?
So, the theory is that space has a finite point. So space is ever expanding, right? The dark matter in space is ever expanding. It's growing and growing and growing, and we actually have, like, a speed of how fast it's growing, right?
Yeah.
So there's a container outside of space, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the theory is that whenever we hit that container, that the universe, or space, all of space just snaps back to the first point and starts expanding again.
So we're all just gonna get blasted into nowhere.
Right.
It's interesting.
You realize, like, when we talk space theories, though, there's also really scary things that aren't space theories, like scientifically proven that would be terrifying. Like, if one of the black holes in our galaxy were to actually decide they wanted to evolve into a quasar.
Army dead?
Oh, yeah, we'd be dead.
And shoot off a quasar, it would just vaporize everything.
For instance, our sun has a finite life.
Yeah.
We already know
Sun
this,
is
and we
burning
know
out.
that whenever the sun dies, we are dead unless we find a
freezing.
place to go that's not Earth.
Or we find some way to heat our own planet.
When the sun dies...
No, it doesn't matter, because when the sun dies, it will explode, engulfing every single thing,
We
like
are
up to
not
a
going
certain
to get
planet.
anywhere.
Until the fourth
Like, when the sun dies, we're just dead.
Yeah, the sun will explode before it turns into a dwarf star, so we would die.
Nah, we're gonna find a way to reflect those freaking solar flares.
We'll make a super shield. I have an idea. But yeah, we'd end up being screwed pretty hard. So that's always scary to think about. But then I can think, well, I'm not going to live that long, but still.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is, like, everybody has this... Everybody's trying to find their purpose in life, and I'm gonna get super fucking introspective right now. Everybody's trying to find their purpose in life, and most people have only found that they should just leave a legacy for the future generations. Well, it's all kind of meaningless to a point, isn't it? Because at some point,
Robbie.
We are literally just the equivalents of mold growing on a rock.
We are dust in the wind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, live your life the way you want to, kids.
Enjoy
That's
your life.
exactly what I do. That's it. That's exactly
Don't
it.
ruin other people's lives along the way, but enjoy your life. That's the only stipulation that you have to add in there. Don't ruin other people's lives, kids. Enjoy your
let's just
life,
be
but
a
respect
dick.
other people at the same time.
Let's not be dicks.
Yeah.
Just don't try to spell.
Sorry, my memes are being stolen. I have to go defend myself.
What?
Yeah.
Find something to talk about, Mike. This is also a problem. You never talk.
They're stealing my memes.
Talk. Find something to talk about, Mike. Mike, talk about something on the podcast, Mike.
I do talk about things.
Hey, Robbie.
Yes.
Want to talk about Magic the Gathering?
No.
I'm gonna do it anyway. So,
Okay, that's all you, bud.
Ravnica. Oh no, you're gonna want to talk about this. I want your opinion on this card here. Just came out in Ravnica Allegiance. A new Gruul legendary creature. So it's a 3 generic, 1 red, 1 green for a 5/5 Centaur Druid. It states you cannot cast non-creature spells. Okay? And every time you tap a land for mana, you add 1 mana of any type that land produced.
So you can't cast any instant sorceries or anything.
No, but you get
can't
double
whoever
mana.
plays the card or anybody else.
Just you.
Okay, but you get double mana. Gotcha.
Yes.
So I'm assuming it's just to bring out big creatures.
Well, yes, but I feel like he could be played in a Rorik Thar deck. Do you know who he is?
Hmm.
He's a 6-costed Gruul commander that says whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they get 6 damage done to them. And
Okay.
he's a big hasty trampler that wants to attack every turn. So I feel like that this card would fit right in there. Since your deck won't have many non-creature spells to begin with, because you don't want to get burnt for 6.
Right.
So, and I've been thinking about actually making a Rorik Thar EDH deck in the first place, so I feel like that would fit right in there.
Is this the point in which I go, hi, welcome to, Forrest just talks to Robbie casually instead of talking about a podcast and then yells at me because I don't
At least
talk
I'm
about things.
talking!
Talk about stuff that we can talk about. Don't talk about your damn Magic deck.
Fine.
Thank you.
It's on like Donkey Kong. Let's
Oh
talk.
my god, no.
Anybody
So-
watch the Donkey Kong animated show?
No.
Where there's a sing number there's like 3 sing numbers an episode. And it's the bad CGI, like the early CGI. That's like,
where like their mouths like.
yeah, and imagine Donkey Kong looks like that. He has like he has a shitty texture for his fur. And he
Yeah,
just
I already
has
drank
big
most of my
lips
Mountain Dew.
and his mouth is like with CGI and it just,
And then just like voice. put
yes. And then it's like, and then he's
Copy
like
and paste
screaming Banana Slamma every time he punches somebody. It's great.
there. Jesus Christ.
I want to show you a clip of it. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm gonna show Mike a clip of it.
I don't want to see it.
Too bad, you're gonna see it. It's hilarious.
I don't want to see it.
Yes, you're gonna see it.
I don't want to see it.
It's gonna be great.
I don't want to see
Hey,
it.
I'm not the one doing visual things now, Mike.
You're gonna hear it in the mic too.
I don't want to see it.
Okay, while that's going on, I'm gonna go grab mine.
Oh, here it is. Oh, it's an ad! No, it's not.
Please get rid of this. Please get rid of this. Please get rid of this.
Do you like the CGI?
Please get rid of this.
Does it not look good?
Please get rid of this.
Just
Oh,
saying, Forrest,
Banana
that
Slamma!
Please get rid of this.
is Forrest. That was so loud.
Ow, that laugh was very loud. Shut up, Forrest. Ouch, my ears.
Mike, you're gonna have to edit this a little bit.
I am not editing that. I'm sorry to everybody who fucking got ear raped by Forrest.
At least put a warning up. Give like a minute notice. Ear rape in a minute.
Banana Slamma? It's awesome, and I'm happy.
Why did you play it for so fucking long? You
I don't
literally
know.
just
I
had
didn't
to
know
play
the
it
video was
once.
that long.
oh wow.
Those were all different instances in the show when he Banana Slammed.
Am I starting to lag?
I don't know. Are you?
Oh, my voice thing said it went down to 1. I'm gonna run a speed test real quick.
All right. Well, it was great. Banana Slamma.
Can we...
I don't even want to talk anymore. I'm dead inside.
How long has the podcast been going?
About an hour.
We can stop in an hour.
Oh, okay, so we got 15 seconds.
15 seconds? Alright, tune in for more Banana Slammers.
No! Fuck off!
Next
More.
week. Next podcast week. It's every other week. We'll Banana Slam at you again with some news and some other
Yeah, more
stuff.
arguments between Mike and Forrest.
Yes, of course. With Robbie
And me
Googling.
Googling
Alright,
shit.
And then
know
me
what?
and Robbie
You know what?
arguing over Naruto.
I'm gonna end the podcast this time because I get yelled at so much. Hi, welcome to the end of the podcast where I'm actually gonna talk for once.
Cool.
Yep,
Alright.
that's about it.
That's it?
Yep, I said stuff.
Wow.
You did say things.
I did say things.
That's interesting.
My voice was heard.
I'm happy that you got your voice out there. Mike.
If you want to hear me more, you should come watch Pokemon. I talk more than that.
Yes, he does actually talk more than that at least. Alright, so look forward to some more Pokemon on the channel.
And some Smash, maybe.
And some Smash. You know.
Probs.
Not entirely sure what the future holds for our videos other than that. Robbie's thinking about
Super
uploading
Mario
some more
64.
Super Mario. Yes, Super Mario 64. So we'll be thinking about uploading some more things depending. So until next time, see you guys in the next podcast.
Boy.
Poi poi ya boy.